Hello and happy new comic book day, everybody.
I always forget we have the intro music, and I don't know why. It's just always, I'm like, oh yeah, this.
Jamming out for a couple seconds and
This is here. I'm a little excited.
getting pumped and looking at the awesome logo that Damian designed.
Yes, it was me.
Somebody here did something. Oh.
It is weird to see it.
I love seeing it. It's the background on my computer.
It's the background on my computer.
Yeah, it's the background on my computer. I see it every time I turn this bad boy on.
It's awesome. It's even.
How are you guys? How are you?
Good.
So good.
Busy. Getting ready to go to a con this weekend.
Yeah.
I gotta send you some of these, Damian.
I hear you're coming to, Louisiana at least. Wait, that way. Louisiana at least. Right?
No.
Possibly
Closer
to you. Closer to you.
GalaxyCon.
Yes.
Oh, I could have sworn you said it was New Orleans.
There is no confirmation, so
no confirmation on them, but
no
possibly is what I said.
It is the idea.
Either way, I'm excited. I hear you may be potentially coming over to our side of the
This is
water.
the idea, and I'm gonna celebrate my birthday. Yeah. So
nice.
It had to be great.
Well, welcome back. It's good to talk to you again. Last time we talked, it was the middle of You Promised Me Darkness, I believe.
Yes.
Wow,
Yes,
it's been that long?
Yeah, it's been over a year.
Damn, son. I don't like that.
More than a year.
Yeah, it was like May, maybe? May of last year?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
I don't know. Time goes so faster.
Right?
So fast. This last year and a half.
It is because I never stopped working. That's the thing.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Same.
So,
I feel like every second outside of the day job is like thinking about comics, reading comics, talking to comic creators, reading about comics, watching
my bookshelf right there, all comics.
Nice.
People are always like, "Do you read at work?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, man. I gotta be able to recommend books.
Yeah.
Part of a job. I gotta have read the things in the store."
Yeah, totally. I had to read every time too, because you had to know what is new. Every time you
it's
had
the
to
book that everyone's talking about.
Damian.
Why are they talking about it?
Yeah.
They are changing my name.
We actually, funny enough, last week we had a Damian with an E on the channel.
Some people tell me Damian. Call me Damian.
It's like everyone calling me Carolyn. I'm like, all right. I know what you meant, but I still don't like it.
What's up, 6
Here
days?
is Carolina.
See, I'm okay with that.
Carolina.
I'm okay with that. I like that one. Nobody can put a Y in there.
No. So since then, You Promised Me Darkness came out in the trade paperback. We were showing that a minute ago with like new cover art.
Yes, that big guy.
It's a
I love the yellow spine too.
Oops.
Yes.
There we go.
Yellow and black are always a good combination.
Yes. But it stands out so nicely on the shelf.
The Hufflepuff here says yes.
I know, right? No, save these. But we don't talk about
it. Edition also have yellow. Wait a minute. Sorry. This is the Argentinian edition.
Oh,
yeah, nice.
Oh.
And then
I love that. Yeah.
I just love how sharp the eyes are.
Like
Yeah, the purple color on it is nice. Right? That is purple.
It is blue.
Blue. Okay.
It's like yeah.
It's my eyes.
It's you might listen. Did you ever see the 5 when you were doing the colorblind test? Because that's not supposed to happen.
Wait, you can find a number that's not supposed to be there?
Yeah, always. Always. The bad thing being here in Argentina is that I can see the printer's test. I never gonna know if the colors are right or wrong. This is a lucky thing. They look pretty.
I think it turned out well. I'm always curious to see what people are gonna do for covers and stuff like that on their trades.
Yeah.
Seeing how
No,
they turn out.
This using a new piece of art, I love that.
Thank you. Thank you. I always changing the styles because I get
when you've
bored.
already got the single issues.
Yeah.
I get bored too easily. So I need to try new.
You just like making more work for yourself.
Yes.
That's really what it is.
Right.
I see you, sir.
And then came out with the sequel, Follow Me Into the Darkness. Since then, that was earlier this year. I want to say the first issue released.
Yes.
Yeah.
Time's a funny thing.
April.
I feel like it was at the beginning of the year. I think you're right.
And then the trade just came out within the last month or
2 or 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
The last week?
Say 2. I want to say 2.
Might have been last week. Time is, like I just said, time is funny.
Listen, I couldn't remember how many Spider-Man books had come out in the past month, so
the number is undefinable.
It is more than 2.
More than 2.
And
so therefore, it's too many for me.
Deadly Neighborhood.
It's like asking me to recommend a Batman book for you right now. I'm like, no.
Go read from the beginning.
There's 16. Pick one.
From Spider-Man. I only read the.
It all blurs together. Every Wednesday is the same.
I don't read Amazing Spider-Man, but I picked up the regular Spider-Man to read about the end of the Spider-Verse. And it's Dan Slott.
The last thing I read was Unstoppable Spider-Man.
I'm lightly raging against all the events that are going on right now.
Oh my god! And the Amazing Spider-Man and Venom, aren't they going to get like a dark web event or something weird?
That's next year.
While we're ending. Year. Oh, my bad.
Or like the end of the year. I think it's like January 2023 is when it starts. Oh.
I can't keep track of all that.
It's literally my job to keep track of all that, and I don't want to keep track of all that.
In the indie comics
people
world,
are asking me about Axe right now, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I will ever know, if I'm being quite honest with you. I don't think any of us will ever know what is going on with that true series. How do you read it? You don't.
I'm hoping they just do a collected version, and it's everything that you have to read in the order you should read it. Because I want to read it.
Because they're not going to put those little bullshit tie-ins and whatnot in there, and it's going to be a problem.
Whatever they collect, I want to read it because, I mean, it's Kieran Gillen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they interrupted every single ongoing plot line except for like 2.
Yeah. I mean, that also is Marvel.
It's still going on.
That is Marvel's MO.
Well, at least like the crisis in the Dark Crisis thing, like it's its own thing. There's a lot of it, but it's its own thing.
But you know what? Marvel doesn't have to worry about tie-ins and events and all this? Indie comics.
Which is why I tell everyone to read.
We don't have to worry about it. So it's nice.
You have some crossovers and tie-ins in indie comics too. Don't worry.
You're right.
It's way less intense.
But so in the one image title, there was all the names were colors, red,
like the Radiant Black.
That one.
Yeah, they did the Supermassive.
The series is when they started extending it. I was like, nope, we're done. I don't want this.
Yeah.
So many titles.
I like reading the different ones. I'm not sure, like they stand alone, but I'm moving towards trade reading most of that
Yeah,
world
and that's what I think I'm gonna end up doing with them.
Well,
because
the something is killing the children universe too.
oh
You
yeah,
have now the
that
other
I feel
series.
like
Also getting
I feel like though, like in the indie world, it's like it starts at one point and goes out versus Marvel like everywhere, and it just like comes into that like
Marvel starts everywhere, tangents
Yeah.
everywhere else, and then comes back to everywhere.
not enjoying Donny Cates Venom.
Donny
Yeah.
Cates is a good,
You know what?
good writer.
Damian, did you read the new Vanish series by Donny Cates, that issue?
No, I read a lot of things of Donny Cates, but
I was surprised how much I liked that.
Yeah.
Truly.
did you read the Silver Surfer by Donny?
I did not.
Oh, the Silver
I
Surfer
Oh.
was good.
It is
I
good.
think I strongly prefer him in indie comics writing.
Yeah.
I hate everything he's ever written that's been.
I
Just don't think it's.
I enjoyed overall the Venom run, but the ending of it just felt like it was like he was just trying to slowly drag it out and end it.
He puts too many paragraphs in his stuff.
Yeah. I know you and words and comics.
But he doesn't do it in his indie comics. And that's what I'm like, is it because you can do what you want and you don't feel like you have to explain yourself?
I could be.
Totally.
I think in Marvel DC people get restricted.
And I never I even said it in my review. I was like, I like unrestricted Donny Cates better than Donny Cates.
Like Damian, I feel like you get to do whatever you want to create your story.
Like I've enjoyed everything you've written because it's all come from you, instead of someone being like, "Yo, Damian, write this."
Totally.
And he gets to be the bad guy too. I'm excited.
Yeah. Be the bad guy to save the world, like.
I'm so hyped to root for the villain. Let's do this.
Yeah. I never touched Kate's Hulk. Yeah.
But like God Country is phenomenal.
Oh
Everybody read God Country before it gets turned into something, and then you can say you read it before.
God Country is fantastic.
It's so good. It was the first thing I read by him, and I feel jaded.
And like crossover had like weak moments, but overall I was like,
it was well written. I just didn't know enough of the source material to keep up with it. That was my problem.
I read it. Crossover.
Oh, I can't put my hood up. My bun's in the way. Pretend there's a hood up.
And so speaking of creating new worlds in indie comics, you've got two things coming up. One over on Kickstarter right now, and one coming from the newly Sumerian comics.
Yes, used to be Behemoth, now Sumerian.
Yeah, for those that are listening and don't know, Behemoth Comics, now Sumerian Comics.
The little flip-a-flop it.
Yeah, Sumerian Records bought Behemoth Comics, and they kind of merged into one, and
they're doing a lot of cool stuff.
Music, comics, games, all together, which is pretty cool.
Yes, there is a lot of things going on with Sumerian merge. It is so exciting.
They're gonna be busy. So what is Nobody's Girls about?
Nobody's Girl. It's just a mystery tale. I think when someone asks me about it, I say it is a mix between 8 millimeters. 8 millimeters. That one. That movie with Nicolas Cage. Did you remember?
I feel like I know what you're talking about, but I don't know that I ever saw it.
It is a movie about snuff films.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and you can mix it with Scooby Doo
Okay.
and the Mystery Machine. So it is
that's
I don't know that
like
I would
really
have ever
dark.
thought about putting those together, but that is a very fun way to describe it.
yes, it is. It is. It has the dark side and the bright side. But
Okay.
well, it is the story about a school teacher named Emmett, who find in one of his videos. It is in the 80s, so they used it to watch movies in
VHS
VHS.
tapes. Oh, I remember those.
Yes.
Getting your little thing wheeled into the school.
Yes. So I am old, so I used to watch movies in that way.
Yeah,
He
got a bunch
found
of
he found
VHS.
in one of his pornographic movies a girl looking for help. So things get weird in that point. He is upset with that video and is trying to find that girl. That her name is Lupe, and all the comic is going through the search from that girl.
Okay.
He found some help from a neighbor named Norma. She's a formerly a student of him. Norma is very like Belma from Scooby Doo.
Okay.
That's what I I was talking about it.
Yeah.
Can't see without her glasses.
See that.
So
She I feel like she's a little bit of a nosy neighbor too. In the introduction of her.
you did
Not
read
to spoil anything,
the first issue, but well,
Yeah.
it's a mystery story in 3 parts. The first issue is going out in November. No, it's something that I am so glad that Sumerian talk, because I think it's a great story about liberation and freedom. Most of those.
How many issues is it going to be total?
3
Nice.
issues.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So they're all the first 2 are in the previews catalog.
Yes.
And what is FOC on the first one? Has it already passed?
It was Monday.
Yes.
It was actually Monday.
Okay.
Yesterday. Or
2 days ago.
yes.
Yeah. And if anyone was watching the FOC video I posted, it was in it. Yeah.
This is my cover. I did one cover
Love
for
it.
each issue.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah, lots
regular
of,
covers are from the artist. The artist is from here.
the artist
too.
for the series.
Oh, wow. I love
Matias
that.
San Juan.
Nice.
Hell yeah. That's a dope
And
cover.
you, prior to us going live, you're saying you made this one prior to some of the other series that you've made.
Mm.
It is different. It's a different narrative.
So
The people who bothered with my long test dialogue, so can find a place to rest in this comic book, because they don't have those bigger tests like Sage talking or
that.
or Barnabas Jones, for example.
yeah, there's no real narrator in this one.
No, there is
Whereas
no narrator.
Sage was the narrator for
You Promised Me Darkness.
You Promised Me Darkness, Follow Me Into the Darkness. And then there was a narrator in Barnabas Jones, right? It's been a minute since I've read it.
Yes.
This one.
Oh yeah, I was like, what?
It's a very different shape and style, which I love.
But I remember when you got that one.
Yeah.
Because of the shape and the size of it, and it being very distinctively.
Yeah. Fantastic. So yeah, so it's I guess a different writing style than some of your other work, which is kind of cool to see going down that different.
I have those 2 lines for writing. I have the narrator one. Hello, Anna.
Anna, I want you to know every time I wear the dinosaur earrings, somebody compliments me on them, asks me where I got them, and I have to go, my really cool friend from Argentina got them for me. Or Brazil got them for me. I'm like, you can't get them.
The best earrings in the world.
But everyone loves the dinosaurs.
Got to shout her out here on this beautiful cover.
Cool cover.
Love it. Love. They are 10 out of 10. I love those earrings. I wear them all the time. And everyone's always like, I love them. Where did you get them? I'm like, they were
somewhere up here. Yeah.
From another
cover.
Country.
Sumerian had
on a shadow cat.
Sumerian had 2 nobodies. Nobody's child, nobody's girl. I told.
They got room for all us nobodies over.
I told Nathan when Nobody's Girls was meant to came out, and so I told, wait, man, do you want to change the name? We had too many nobodies.
This is fine.
I said, no, it's all right. It's all right.
Listen, you've got like 2 Miss Marbles. It's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine.
I feel like they need to go and now have like nobody's parents and nobody's men.
Yeah, nobody's mom.
You cover everything. You got nobody's child, nobody's mom, nobody's dad,
nobody's cat.
Cover the full spectrum.
Nobody. Just a series called Nobody. And it's just empty blank pages.
Yes.
We've got our winner on our hands.
I love it. Nobody will read this. Just blank.
It's like my Batman comic book. That's
Draw your own comic.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. It's just Batman doing things, and while he's doing them, he says, I'm Batman.
Because he's Batman.
He's Batman.
So that should be, as long as Diamond doesn't delay anything, November 16th in shops.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can still order it probably too.
That's right.
And it's past final order cutoff, but that doesn't necessarily mean it can't be ordered.
You can still order stuff after. Just not guaranteed to get it if they allocate.
To order it. Right. Make sure that they the more orders they put in, then it can sell out at Diamond.
There you go. That's the goals.
The other thing you got going on is a Kickstarter with Stonebot Comics.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
And this one, let me pull this up.
It is an experiment. I just wanted
to. I love seeing the cat.
I just wanted to try that thing named Kickstarter. So my agent is the publisher for Stone Books at Stone Book Comics.
Okay.
So I have this bunch of short horror tales to make a big book, and we talked about it, and we said, well, let's try with the Kickstarter. Here we are. It is an anthology with 4 horror tales,
Okay.
all drawing by me.
I love the cover.
Thanks.
Fantastic.
I like the little kind of
We
overlay.
are trying to reach
Movie vibes. I love
the
it.
4,000 to make a extended version.
Okay.
Two more stories,
Close.
Ooh.
and so a little things more. So you can find something like this. This is, we are in the.
Don't forget the love, Anna. Don't forget the love.
Nope, just the blood, the spells, and the ghosts.
No love for you. Only ghost spells and
No love.
Only
let
blood.
me highlight
We have
that
things
there.
like that in the book.
Ooh. Got it.
This is a short story published here in Argentina
Yeah.
by Deriva Ediciones. And this is one of the stories that goes into the book. It is called Elena, like the My Chemical Romance song.
I like
If you
it.
see closer to this, here we go.
Oh.
I love My
I
Chemical.
just recently
Gerard
got to
Way is
see.
also a comic creator, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you got to see him. Go ahead and brag on us real quick. You got to see him.
I just got to see My Chemical Romance recently, and so good.
Childhood
Yeah.
teenage you.
That
Living his
was-
best life.
That was the first time I ever seen them. That was like childhood me was very happy.
Warp Tour you.
The
They
Warp
won't
Tour me
come
that
to
never went to
Argentina.
Warp Tour. Right.
I think they won't come to South America at all.
I'm surprised. I feel like they're a travel, like a band that would do like a big world tour.
Well, this was
maybe
also
maybe next year. Maybe next year. If not, I'm going to.
I guess it's still kind of COVID stuff too.
This is their tour that was supposed to happen in 2020. That was their reunion tour.
Yeah.
And so then they've probably been creating new music, just haven't they released a song, but like they didn't.
Yes,
they're waiting probably to release an album and then do another tour, and then they'll probably go around the world.
Give them some time off too.
Yeah.
If not, I'm going to see them.
I didn't realize that. I was like, didn't they get back together a while ago?
Yeah. This is from 2020. This tour.
Oh.
This is the Oops COVID Postponed Us tour.
SpaghettiOs.
Yes, let's get back Gerard to comics. He had to finish Umbrella Academy.
I know.
Right?
I still haven't watched the new season because I don't want even like the remote possibility of spoiling anything in the comics for me. So I was like, not doing it.
The TV series is too different than the comics.
It's just I don't know how I feel about it.
I mean,
it's too.
And we got. I think the main problem too is the artists and where they live and the ability to actually get contact and things like that. Because he did the You Look Like Death. He wrote that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that was not Gabriel Ba on the art.
No, but I like it as Leonardo Romero, I think.
But
oh no,
I was like, I think he wants to keep it the same if he can.
This is the Argentinian edition. Luces como la muerte. You don't like that to me. It is sounds no N-Y-N-G Culver, the artist.
Okay. Yeah. The different art team on there.
Yeah. It's
he had a different artist on it.
Yeah, but
because I remember when I first started at the shop, which was like about a year ago at this point, they were like, oh yeah, like there should be something like new main series coming out in the spring. And then it just never happened.
No, it is a backstory.
Want more.
I think Volume 4 will be the next year.
I think it's going to be a hot minute because they're going to finish the tour and then maybe.
Yes.
Maybe he's written
I
it
think
all.
it's already right
now.
Or that.
Hopefully he's written
It
it
could
all.
be like
otherwise-
Saga. It could just be something that takes them a hot minute to draw, but is worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. And E-Man saying the Kickstarter looks great.
Crazy, man.
It does.
Yeah, and here's the that stretch goal, the $4,000 stretch goal. Get that extra 32 pages.
Woo-hoo.
I really want to see at least this.
A hardcover. Oh, hell yeah.
8,000 special foil enhancement. I really want to know this. I want to know this top secret one.
They're gonna sign it in their blood.
Not even me knows that.
It's yeah. You didn't realize, but by doing this with Stonebot, they require 3 vials of your blood to.
All right, we're not turning into Garfield the Deals Warlock over here. We're not doing that.
We still have some.
What do you need the blood for?
commissions.
Don't worry about it.
We had some commissions.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh, look at that poster.
I took advantage of the opportunity to get a commission here because every time they go up on Cadence, they
disappear in a minute.
By the time I see it, so this is a great way to get a commission. What does it say? There's 6 left. Yeah.
Yes.
So 6 more opportunities to get a commission and the book and posters and all the goodies. And I feel like it's just barely more than the commission itself was with Cadence.
Yes.
You're getting extra stuff.
Yeah.
Getting a book.
You're getting all that stuff, but it's not. I think it's a good deal. That's what I'm saying.
Pretty good deal. I don't know. You see.
I mean, we've seen what your commissions look like. It's a good deal.
Can confirm. They do turn out pretty
I put all my heart in the commissions.
No.
What is left of it.
You put all your heart into whatever they say.
The rest of it's over here in these books.
And more.
And more to come.
And then the rest of the ones that are coming, yeah. But yeah, no, super awesome.
There's a lot of books that been published here that they didn't come out there. So,
and you got 11 days left on it, so a little less than 2 weeks. End of the month. I can do math. End of the month.
Yeah, Halloween it should end, I think.
Technically, it would be the 30th.
We had 2 weeks. Almost.
I think it's the way the Kickstarter thing goes.
Oh, like on the last day, it's 0 days to go.
Yeah. It is, as I said before, it is an experiment to see how.
I feel like we have a lot of Kickstarters on here, and everyone seems to really enjoy it as creators. They talk positively about their experience with Kickstarter.
Yeah, totally.
It can be frustrating to start, but once you figure it out, it genuinely seems to be like a really quality way to connect with readers.
Yeah. And I think for you having already published before, that helps. Like it hit funding
even
pretty
Scott
quick.
Snyder does Kickstarters. Even James Tynan does Kickstarters.
He's kickstarting a movie.
Yeah, like there's no like shame or anything remotely.
He started
very popular
documentary. A Mike Mignola documentary.
If anything, it just gives you the most creative control over the thing you're physically producing.
Yes. The thing with those stories that you're gonna see in the book is that are too extreme for a way to say it.
And it looks so good.
So it is difficult to get it in regular publishers or
Yeah,
to-
because they always want to make it what they consider to be like marketable or
Yes.
something that they can sell more than what whatever they want to sell.
Well, I also feel like
So I thought, yes, well, let's do it in that way with the
yeah,
people that I know that are going to publish it. There are
I feel
two
like
streams. Sorry, two streams.
yeah. With the anthology type situation too, where it's multiple short stories, I feel like that also does better on Kickstarter sometimes than it does
Yes, yes,
just putting it
totally,
out there.
totally.
And then
Um,
plus, what will Stonebot do? Like a regular publishing version of this as well through Diamond.
It's like a trade paperback of it.
yes, totally.
So
So
it's kind of like the funding to start it out, and then they're gonna do like through the traditional processes.
yes,
Awesome.
I think in April of
Okay.
something like that.
Okay. So yeah, so that's something to.
People shops
Not too bad at all.
can order it.
This is like the get the sneak peek and read it early, and you can brag to everybody when it's hitting shelves later. You
Like,
got your
I already
copy
got this.
by now.
Yes, and I want to.
Someone's just dropping the link there.
I want to go to different comic book shops the next year there. Make a mini tour going through bookshops and present the book and those things.
I made this.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I think it's really cool to be able to go into those shops and like see your stuff there.
Yeah, I want to travel for all the USA.
Oh yeah. Well, you gotta start with a con. Do some commissions at the con.
Yeah.
And I know you can't say any specifics on any of that right now, but you're looking at some and hoping to make it to the US next year.
Yes, totally. I had my visa the next month. The next month. I've been trying so long to get it. It was so hard.
Yeah.
But the next month in November I will have it and I can go anywhere.
Hell yeah.
So the next year is going to be
Watch out, America.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Totally. Are we married in Las Vegas and things? What we usually Latin Americans guys do.
Go to Las Vegas, get married, never leave. Oh,
You know, they say
Got
what
the
happens
plan.
in Vegas stays in Vegas.
if you get married there, you stay there, right? Yeah.
With Elvis.
You gotta.
With Elvis.
It's the only way.
Married by Elvis?
The only way to get married in Vegas.
Is it married by Elvis or to Elvis?
With
Both.
the two things.
They're
Well,
actually right across the street from each other.
everything. Let's do everything.
Yeah.
In Las Vegas.
Someone has to get married to an Elvis. Someone has to get married by an Elvis. Someone has to get married to an Elvis by an Elvis.
That's a good observation.
Gotta cover all ground.
Full circle.
Yeah. Perfect. So right now you got those two projects coming up. Anything else that you're able to talk about right now? Or is it just mystery project number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5?
We have 4 mystery projects. For next
4.
Yes.
Ooh.
One is an artist
Nice.
and writer. For the full cycle as a writer and as a artist, but I can say nothing about it. Nothing. It is huge. but I can say nothing. Um, we have a new thing about the Children of the Comet. About the You Promised Me Darkness
Third part.
universe.
Yeah, another one.
Yeah.
I remember when we
Yeah.
talked originally, you were thinking like a trilogy of stories.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so
We're
you're getting to
gonna,
write your whole story.
we're gonna
Awesome.
and I have a vampire one.
Ooh,
That's
you do
that's
love
the
me a
only,
vampire story.
that's the only thing I can say.
Ooh.
Well,
That
in the Kickstarter, you have a lot of vampire stories. You,
is that the
Blood,
one by
yeah,
the
makes
artist
sense.
that I think it's by?
what?
Is that the one by? Is that a writer only one or artist and writer on that one for you?
Rider.
Okay.
I
So
just the next year I just going to write and draw one thing that a huge one thing. I
okay.
know, I I
Trying to
believe,
not overwork yourself.
and the other shops are for writing only.
Okay.
Well,
Nice.
there's a lot of things.
Very exciting though.
I am so happy and grateful, you know,
Yeah.
because
I'm sure.
people keep asking me to work. People keep um, keep believing in my work. So that's the best thing. When I started with You Promised Me Darkness, well, it was like, okay, let's see. Let's see what happened. Let's see when something is going to happen with it, but I don't care. I'm just happy to publish. I'm just happy to get to the readers. Yeah,
To
there.
make something that people can physically hold.
Yeah. Something the things get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger,
Hmm?
and it is great. I still can't believe it.
Yeah.
And next year is
I
going
think
to be
at the
great.
time, wasn't it?
Yes.
I was saying it was one of Behemoth, formerly Behemoth's highest selling.
Yeah. It was like one of the first big selling issues for them, I think.
Books, and then until MF.
Yes. Well, my comic was the original one for Behemoth.
You're the
MSK,
OG.
Yeah.
MSK was
Honestly, that
it's a French comic book.
Day one gangster.
yeah, that is true. That was a comic adapted into a French comic adapted into a French movie adapted to American, a movie adapted into an American comic.
With Netflix.
It did the little
Mhm.
loop the loop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't saw the
that was
movie.
a fun movie.
Not that I think
I did not either. But it's okay.
I'm going to see it.
It was fun. The comic ended up being a little bit close to the movie, and then like did a little bit of other stuff here and there. So like the
Nice.
adaptation of that comic was well done.
Good. That's what we like.
If I take it
And
apart the opposite way that I watched and read it.
it is larger than
Yeah,
But
they're
yeah,
thick
no,
books. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they were bigger. Bigger than your standard single issue comic.
Yeah, totally.
yeah, larger than a standard issue
Gotta put it in one of
trade
the thick
paperback,
bags.
but lots of cool stuff in the back in case anybody hadn't taken a look back there. There's a lot of cool extras.
People buying books and not reading them. What are you doing, people?
Next in the world?
The bookstores have another color. I think they have a cover like this
Mm-hmm.
in white. I think if you buy it in Amazon, it's that cover.
No retailer exclusives.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Nice.
I'm losing sparks in the connection.
That's like we were talking.
Yeah, you're getting grainy for me too.
Yeah. I keep seeing a unstable internet connection sign popping up. So
you got that Stormies?
I keep losing you guys a little bit, but I hear you guys.
Oh.
No, it's just cold. Or rather, it's cold.
Too cold for Louisiana.
It's Louisiana.
No internet. It's too cold.
It's too cold for the internet here. It's like
you living in the first world had that horrible internet, and I living in Argentina.
You're living in America. You got that shitty Wi-Fi.
Explain me that.
It's because we have companies. We have companies here that people don't. They just are like, here.
I like that it's freezing in the middle of the explanation. That's even better.
Have reliable service, but we're the only option.
It's just actively like sputtering in and out while you're explaining about it having bad service. I love it.
Essentially, I'm pretty sure that was the internet company causing a disruption.
Yeah. You're actually on a list now.
On purpose.
But they're the only They're the only option I have where I'm at. So they know that they can do whatever they want.
They are assholes.
It is because you live close to the alligators and that thing and those things.
First world problems, man.
Yeah.
There's an alligator chewing on the line right now.
I mean, hey, he's cold-blooded. He's not worried about the temperatures.
Yeah. But he's like, I gotta get some electricity going here. Gotta steal the internet service for the
Going
swamp.
to steal the internet service. Nicolas Cage.
That's
that's his next
no
movie, right?
so fierce war.
That would be a great next Nicolas Cage movie.
Just gives Wi-Fi
steal
to
the internet
people.
service. And he's just
I'm
like,
going to steal the internet. That's it. That's the whole thing.
Yes.
That's the end of the movie. Finn.
That's the movie.
He's got to turn himself into like an internet character and go inside and steal it.
He has to download his consciousness as an AI.
Yeah. This is something Nicolas Cage would do too.
Into an
100%.
Not even make a movie like this, but Nicolas
No,
Cage
not the actor Nick Cage, the human being Nick Cage.
Yeah, the human being
He
Nicolas
bought a
Cage would
dinosaur
do
bone just because he could.
He had a comic collection.
Bought dinosaur bones.
He had a nice
He's
comic
like, I have
collection.
these now. They're mine. I guess that's what you do when you have money.
People is going to
No.
People is going to think that we are crazy talking about Nicolas Cage.
It's worth the conversation with
Internet
parents.
operators and alligators.
Listen, he's worth his weight in unique concepts alone.
But yeah, coming back to comics. Oh, kidding. I think I took us there a little bit, so it's my fault.
This is fine.
Don't worry.
For where people can find you and follow along with what's happening, where can they reach out to you? Or
I only use Instagram.
Yeah.
A little Twitter, but Mostly Instagram. I don't have time for all those things. I
Fair.
don't get Twitter yet. I don't get it.
It's okay. I exclusively lurk. I never post my own content.
There's some bad things that you see happen on Twitter sometimes, and you're just like, I'm closing the app for a couple days, and I'm not coming back.
Yes.
Unless I got to advertise something, and then I go back, make my tweet, and leave.
When you go back, you see
It's a look at it, sigh, close it, put it away.
Chaos.
There's this like cyclic behavior on Twitter in the comic community where it's like they complain about one thing, or like somebody causes a controversy, something, and it goes to the next one. This was just brought up because some writer just decided to bring up the writers versus artists debacle again.
No.
Right.
No.
Yeah. Of course.
That's all.
And I have no idea who the writer was. I've only seen like a cropped out version of the tweet. And
who is the creator? Who is the creator? The writer or the artist?
They were saying that writers, you can't learn what a writer does, but you can learn what an artist does. And I was like, what? No.
What?
No.
I think every English major would disagree with you, sir.
Yeah, and then it went on to like, well, if you either have had the experiences or you haven't. Yeah, it was a whole thing. Blake saw it happen. Blake knows what's going on the Twitter world. He lives there. What's going on?
Hi, Blake.
The Twitterverse.
Yeah, we just those types of things I look at and just I get past them on Twitter and I don't like them. But there's some cool people on there, and so it's worth it to hop on every once in a while for me. And then like today, shouting out this happening tonight and letting people know to come watch you on here and come back. Kickstarter, go get Nobody's Girls from Sumerian, all those things.
Totally.
Stalking my cadence to get his commissions.
Yeah, I did link your Instagram and Twitter in the description for people.
Thank you very much.
A bouncer with a creative writing degree. There you go. He knows how to bounce the negative people out of Twitter.
Yeah. You can use fancy words to talk down to people while you kick them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the way to go.
I invite you to go.
Get out of here. This isn't a place
Here's
for
my invitation. You can go.
If you can tell me what the word implore means, I'll let you into the bar.
I implore you to find out.
I implore you to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Fun times.
I have some other things to show. This is
yeah.
Or Nobody's Girls. This is the first edition here.
Las chicas de nadie.
Las chicas de nadie. Okay, I want to hear you say it.
Las chicas de nadie.
How you spell? Perfect.
I've got un poco español.
Un poquito español.
Habla un poco español.
Un poquito.
Un poquito.
Yeah.
Tiny amount.
Very, very, very poquito.
Interior art from Nobody's Girls.
Yeah.
Here's normal. Here's normal. And we have 2 editions here in Argentina because the first edition sold out. This is the first edition. It has a different paper. It is more yellow.
Okay.
And we had the second print totally sold out too. These are the only two
That's awesome.
that I
That's-
have.
Oh yeah.
It's cool to have.
I always had one book.
You gotta have one of everything. You made it. It's your baby.
Yeah.
You did
this-
that.
Again, was the show. This doesn't have the extras, from the Behemoth edition.
Mm,
It just finishing the comic page.
Mhm.
nice.
The end.
Very nice.
Speaking of
It's too
things that
expensive
you
to print
created,
comics.
Ooh.
Oh, I love that cover.
It's so good. It
I
turned
do
out
too.
so good.
we realized recently we're working on another one right now that we just love, like reddish, orangish styles apparently, because on
There's
its
not enough
cover,
red.
this
There's
one,
not enough red covers.
it pops. That just pops
Mhm.
nicely.
I love
Sure.
to do covers. I think in the future I'm going to do covers. Nothing else.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. If
I think you have
do,
the talent for it. So hell yeah, why not?
I think
Yeah.
in 4 or 5 years, forget it about drawing comics.
Mhm.
I'm going to
you do the
some-
writing, you do a cover for your series, and then you do covers for other people, and
Yeah.
you're all set.
And the
Or
letter,
you could do your own covers, and you could learn lettering and do your own lettering, and all you have to do is hire an editor.
everything. I do
You
everything.
could do it all.
He's
So-
doing it all.
even I a long time here I was a publisher. I know all the shop, how to publish a book, how to
So you could literally do all of it.
yeah.
You got
I love-
every
I
step
love-
of the process.
I love to every step in the process of doing a comic is my passion. I love it. I love to help people with with their projects. I love to find new comics. I love it is my way of living.
Yep, Blake referencing back to that tweet.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, the internet.
Yeah.
Let
But
me see the
In this
question
case,
again.
in this case, Damian, you can do everything.
Yeah.
Yes. But
He's the
sometimes
exception,
You're the
not
artist.
rule.
but
You're right.
sometimes there are some stories that you can draw.
I think Brian
Yeah.
Cavon would be the first to admit that not every writer can draw.
No.
I
Happily
wish I
and with
had-
glee, he will admit that.
I can only draw things that are for my style, like You Promised Me Darkness.
Mhm.
But I can draw Nobody's Girl is a story I can draw
Yeah.
because it needs another thing. Read Follow Me into the Darkness.
Yes. Blake, get on that. Perfect for the spooky
You won't
season,
regret.
for
Okay.
the time of the year we're headed into.
All the spooky spookies.
But
Yeah,
yeah, you're right. Like you
there's
want different
some-
art styles for different
Totally.
styles of writing.
And the artists in those cases are part of the creation.
Yeah.
I always read things that I don't know from Stan Lee. Let's make an example. Stan Lee, the creator of Spider-Man, Captain America, No, he's not the only creator of this. Of the story.
Technically speaking, Marvel Comics considers themselves the creator.
Yeah, Marvel is the creator for Marvel.
Technically speaking, they
There
don't
was
think
no
the people who
writer.
created it, but that's none of my business.
There was no writer. There was no artist.
There was only Marvel
I don't
Comics.
like when they talk about writers and they don't talk about the artists too. When there is a team, it's a teamwork. The artist and the writer, and it's a whole thing. No,
Yeah.
I would hope so, at least.
some
Like,
people don't think like that.
When we're talking with the writers of books, it's always a part of the conversation is like, how did you guys start work? How did you start working with your artist?
Yeah, how
Or,
did you
know,
meet
like,
your artist?
what's the process like for you for these? I guess how did you meet yourself? Oh,
No.
but
You see, it all happened the day he was born.
I write the script like I'm writing for an artist. I write a script in the same way I write for an artist, and then I work like I was my own artist. So
like you hired yourself.
yeah, totally. Because
Nice.
I'm get used to. I write more than what I draw.
Understandable though.
Yeah.
And I like
your like first draft of what you're writing is kind of your first draft of what you're drawing because you're picturing it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always say that I am not a writer. I am not an artist. I'm a storyteller. I like to tell.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like to sit in the bonfire and tell you a story. That's my thing. That's the thing I like and the thing that I enjoy. So my principal goal is to tell a story.
When you're working with another artist and when you've written kind of the script and you've pictured like the story in your head, is there any difficulty then when they're doing the art? Do you have like this other image in your head of what you want it to look like?
No, because
or do you like clear that image out and just say create?
Wait. I do this.
Storyboard.
I send the lash outs sometimes.
Okay.
So the artist already knows what I want.
Okay.
But I always give the artist some freedom.
Yeah.
So if you want to change something, you tell me. We discuss it. We see the best way to make the narrative good. Because sometimes there are a lot of better artists than me. A lot. And I always work with better artists than me. So they know better how to recreate what I think. So
Makes
this
sense.
is
Also, that was impressively fast how quickly you drew that.
Yeah, you just whipped that up.
It is a classic close up from the angle and going to the detail.
Yeah.
From the eyes.
No, I like it. I think we might have sort of talked about this earlier, but Blake's asking, what made you go to Kickstarter with this project, and versus, Sumerian might have wanted to print anything that you went out there and created.
Luckily, Sumerian want to print everything. I hope they keep doing that. I hope. But I wanted to try something more experimental. If I know if you are saying right. And the stories in the book are, as we said before, are too extreme. To maybe I had to take things. I don't know. But I wanted the better answer for this is that I wanted to try the experience for the crowdfunding in Kickstarter. I wanted to know how it's going, and, and also as, as I told before, my agent is the director of Stonebot. He we've been talking for a long time about this book, because I every month, every 2 months, I do a short story for pleasure. I start writing and drawing as I like, because the style from these stories is too different from You Promised Me Darkness, or
Yeah.
it is more experimental, more artistic, if we can say in one way. So it is a relaxed work.
Yeah, just kind of.
I hope you like it.
Flipping back to
I'm sure we will.
example.
I hope you like it, and you don't run away from my work.
Well, there were some stuff. I don't remember which story you said that the sample was from, but no, I really liked the. I mean, I feel like there's a bits of like I feel the similar style from You Promised Me Darkness, but mixed with some other stuff thrown in there.
Maybe
and
it
then
is.
There's definitely a strong theme throughout that I pick up on, which I like, that kind of like ties down through the whole story.
Yes, all the stories have a big difference with my regular stuff. That all the story was written like like a tale, like there is no script, there's no classic script. I wrote a short tale, and then I took it and I started to make an adaptation to comic. That's the difference. So you're gonna see narrator every time. In all the stories is with narrator. There is a poor dialogue stuff.
Cool.
Narrators are pretty common in comic books, though. Sometimes it's just like the editor being the narrator themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is more Alan Moore stuff than before.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to see that. We know it's happening. It's funded, but we would love to see those extra stories happen in
Get
there.
them hardcovers out.
And then hardcover would be.
I hope we found it, but if we don't get it, the short stories we go out anytime.
Nice.
The good thing is that we have the first goal, so we want to have the book the next year.
Yeah.
Cool.
February.
Nice.
February or March? I think March. Yeah.
Cool. So everyone go check that out. Drop the link in the chat again recently, and then it's linked down below in the description. Everyone go navigate over there. Hit that back button. Support at any level. Every little bit counts. Even those that may not be able to support at even the lowest level, you can always throw in a pledge without a reward for $1. Every little dollar helps. push it closer to 4,000.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Everything helps. Everything helps.
Exactly.
Always. Always.
We don't want to keep you too late tonight, but any other things that you want to talk about before we wrap up?
Oh no, I don't know.
You've already talked about all the things you can legally talk about.
I have a lot of problems because I can talk about anything because everything is for the next year until they took the previews until the preview announced or you can pre-order. I can say anything. So it is bad for an anxious man. I have
soon you'll be able to speak lots of things.
So I can one thing I can say is that I'm going to be the next year there in a couple of conventions finally after 4 conventions. I had to say no this year. The next year, let's pray for don't suffer another pandemic thing or something like that.
Fingers crossed and knock on wood.
Let's pray for it.
No spikes this winter. Let's do it.
No, nothing. So hopefully, well, we will have some new books. I'm so excited for it.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
And one thing. Always, I always thank you for this the space here. You're always the first ones that I talk, and maybe you are the lucky ones.
Gonna have to keep it going.
Gotta keep that luckiness going. So next time the books, once you can talk about them, we'll have you come back.
Yeah, totally. I think soon because things happen so fast. So maybe in December I can tell you everything.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Awesome.
Let's see.
And then we'll see you in the new year, hopefully.
Yeah, totally.
Awesome. Well, everyone watching, make sure you go back the Kickstarter for Blood, Love, Ghosts, and a Deadly Spell. Link down below.
It's a short name, as usual.
You go for the short ones.
I mean, you could not have put more words in there if you tried.
You promised me darkness. Follow me into the darkness. The strange disappearance of Barnabas Jones. Nobody's girl.
Nobody's
so
you gotta throw a wrench in there every now and then.
Make sure you tell your shop you want Nobody's Girls from Sumerian Comics. Thank you, Damian.
You won't regret. It's a cool story. You won't regret.
Absolutely. I can tell you from looking at issue 1. Fantastic.
Thanks.
Thank you again for coming on, Damian. Really appreciate it.
Always fun.
Absolutely. And thanks everyone watching, listening, hearing this in whatever medium you are.
Yes.
Have a nice night.
Bye, everyone.